grade, welcome to math class. You will need your math book, a piece of paper, and a pencil. On your paper, you need to write your name in cursive on the right-hand side, lesson 110, and the date, May 8th, 2020. Today, you are going to learn our I can statement, meaning this is what you're going to learn to do. I can divide by multiples of 10. So we are going to be dividing by two-digit numbers ending with a 0. And I'm going to show you a little trick of how to do it, which will make it a lot easier. So we're going to get right into it today. Okay, so you need to have your book open to page 695. Have your paper ready, and we're going to get right into the lesson practice problems and go through them. And I'm really, really excited to teach this to you because I know you're going to do a great job. All right, so let's take a look at letter A. Remember with division, very important to make sure the numbers line up underneath each other, okay? So we're going to take a look at letter A, and we are going to have 72 divided by 30, okay? So one thing that I want you to think about is when you're taking a look at a problem that looks like this, before you take a look at 30 going into this, we want to just take a look and kind of pretend that let's just eliminate the 0 and the 2. So it's kind of like you're almost looking at it like 7 divided by 3, okay? So in other words, ignore the 2, ignore the 0. So if we were to do that, and you were just to look at this, 3 goes into 7. How many times do you think 3 can go into 7 without going over? And we'd say, well, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2, right? So 2. So now we're going to transfer that over here. So, well, if 3 can go into 7 twice, 30 could probably go into 72 twice as well. Now remember, do not put the 2 up here, because if you do that, you're saying that 30 can go into 7 twice, and that's not the case because 30 is too big. But 30 can go into 72 twice, right? So remember, we're going to divide, remember our steps, and we multiply, then we are going to subtract, bring down. Okay. So we say 30 can go into 72 twice. We use this to help us. This is so great. I love this. So 30 times 2 is actually 60. All you have to think to yourself, now we divided, now we're going to multiply. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 0 is 0, right? And now we're going to subtract. We can't bring anything down because that's it. And then we get our remainder 12. Okay? So it's a little tricky but once you use this technique, this is really, really helpful to figure out the answer to the problem. Otherwise, you're going to be spending a lot of time counting things on your fingers, and you don't need to do that. So let's do another one so we can get the feel for it. Now remember, make sure that your remainder is smaller than your divisor. Make sure this number is smaller than this, okay? So let's do another one. Let's do letter B. And I'm just going to do it over here because I have a little more room. And letter B is 87 divided by 20. So write this next to it. This will help you. So again, think to yourself, 8 divided by 2. How many times can 2 go into 8? 2 can go into 8 4 times, right? 4 times 2 is 8. So you think to yourself, how many times can 20 go into 87? Well, we'll say 4, right? Because 2 times 4 is 8. 4 times 0 is 0. Now I'm going to subtract 4, remainder 7. Pretty easy, huh? All right. right, let's go on to letter C. And we'll do C over here, and then I'm going to erase these and go back. We want to leave this up here because this is very helpful for us. So I'm going to go to letter C, and letter C is 95 divided by, move this over a little bit, 40. Okay, so then I'm going to think to myself, what is 9 divided by 4? How many times can 4 go into 9 without going over? 2, right? Because then it's 8. So then I'm going to say 40 can go into 95 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 0 is 0. I subtract 2 remainder 15. Okay, let's try another one. We only have 3 more to go. Make sure you have all these. I'm going to erase these now. If you need to go back, rewind the recording, go ahead. All right, so now let's go on. And then let's take a look at letter D. 127 divided by 20. So then you want to think to yourself, 12 divided by 2. How many times can 2 go into 12? 6, right? Because 6 times 2 is 12. So now we're going to go back here. Now remember, we're not going to have 20 go into 12 because 20 is too big. We're going to have 20 go into 127. So how many times can 20 go into 127? 6 times. And then we take 6 times 2 is 12, 0, 120. We subtract 6, remainder 7. See? So easy. We have 2 more to go. So then we go to letter E. And letter E is 127 divided by 40. So then we're going to take 12 divided by 4. How many times can 4 go into 12? 3, right? 3 times. So we're going to put a 3 here. 4 times 3 is 12. Then 3 times 0 is 0. We subtract 3, remainder 7. I bet you're just flying through these right now. No problem, right? And then let's take a look at letter F. We have 217 divided by 30. Remember, to help us figure out where to go, we go 21 divided by 3. Just drop the last numbers. 3 can go into 21. How many times? 7. So if we say 30 can go into 217 7 times, 3 times 7 is 21. And we have 0, 7 times 0 is 0. Subtract 7, 7, remainder 7 for letter F. I hope you got it. I think once you get started and you use this technique, use that. That's so helpful. It's just so easy because then once you do that, you go back and you do this, it's much faster. Okay? So your assignment for next class period is page 695 to 698, numbers 1 through 30. I look forward to seeing your work. Bye.